Hey, how is everyone doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? When was my last stream, actually? Let's take a look. Literally a month ago, okay. So, I have created a little slideshow today to just, you know, show off a bunch of pictures I took when I was in Japan. And I guess before I gotta know if the BGM is like quiet or loud or something. Is this good? I think it might be good, okay. So I have a bunch of pictures here to that we'll take a look at. How many slides do I have? I have 86 slides. So I guess before we look at the pictures, I will talk about some stuff. Like, first of all, in the last stream I was talking about a whole bunch of stuff where I was gonna be like, or it was like, I'm going to first of all take a break from YouTube, sort of. And technically I'm not back to making videos. I'm just here streaming. Especially for my birthday, which I've streamed for the past 3 years actually. So yeah, I'm not fully back to making videos, but I'll do some streams on and off. Just, you know, I still gotta do the anime, was it summer 2025 look through? And yeah, if there's any other streams for anything important, I'll do them. But for making like full-length videos, I still gotta deal with other stuff, because more stuff came up in real life. But my second point is, I said that in my last stream that I didn't get to go to the Aqua Final Live, and that was true. And I wasn't gonna go to Japan, right? And that was true. Up until I jumped through some hoops and I eventually went. So technically I was lying, but I wasn't lying then, but it turned out to be a lie, you know. I wasn't lying on purpose is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so I did end up going to Japan and attending both days of the Love Live Sunshine Aqua Final Live. So that's just some free stuff. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be, because we have, what, 80 something slides we just saw? But I don't know how long I'll talk about each of them. So this could be like like a half an hour stream, or like a 3-4 hour stream. I have no clue. But yeah, let's begin by just, what is our first slide? Okay, so wow, hand reveal. This is the airport. I heard something behind me. That was scary. So you can use my cursor, right? Yeah. So there was a store called Mustard's, or I guess it's a bar and a grill. And my brain is so rotted. I've been on TikTok recently, and you know the whole big mustard meme. So I thought it was hilarious that in the height of that meme, like 2 months ago probably now, that I saw a store literally called Mustard's. And you know, speaking of that meme, that's been a meme for a long ass time. It's been like almost 2 months and it's still a meme. Anyways, the next brain rot picture I took in the in the airport is this like $3 bottle of water that was still water. Anyways, enough brain rot. But where's our next one? Okay. This is just the airplane. I gotta, hold on, I gotta check if I leaked anything on the pictures, because I didn't check beforehand. Can I put this on this screen? Okay. My mic still works, right? Okay, I'm not gone, I'm just looking at all the pictures, see if I leaked anything. I just gotta make sure. There's 80 of these slides. Okay, I almost leaked something, but I think we might be good. Still checking because there's so many slides. You can hear my keyboard, right? Okay, so I think we're good. I just had to double check one time. But here we go. Oops. I finally, by the way, put keybinds on my scenes so I don't have to go into OBS and click them individually. Like that was such an easy thing to do, but I never got around to doing it, and it's super useful. Anyways, next slide. Okay, so this is after I came to the hotel, or got to my hotel in Japan. And the reason why I took this picture was that all the plugs in Japan were these like two-prong, what do you call it? Two-prong outlets. And my laptop. Howdy, hey! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Today we're just looking at some pictures I took in Japan on my Japan trip, because I did end up going to Japan since my last stream, and I talked about that a little earlier. But yeah, these. So I was originally going to. Really. That actually means a lot. You miss me. I'll be sure to. Yeah. I'll be sure to, stream some more, hopefully, when I do have the time. But yeah, so I was actually meant to stream in Japan, because I was gonna be like, oh, surprise, I'm in Japan! But I never ended up doing it, because I couldn't charge my laptop, because of the plugs. So, yeah, we're finally, like, a month later, I'm finally streaming on YouTube, even though I was supposed to do it the first day I was in Japan. But yeah, so my quest here was to find an adapter, and I vlogged this, by the way, so I talked about it a little more in the vlogs. Man, my voice is gone. But yeah, I talked about it a little more in the vlogs, but I bought an adapter from this store, and it wasn't the right one, and I went to another store like a day later, and it wasn't the right one again. So I finally got the right one like half a week into my stay in Japan, and at that point I'm just like, whatever, it's too late now. And oh, okay, I just remembered, I was gonna talk about I'm moving the wrong way. So in the airport, it was kind of stressful. I was gonna talk about. I said this on the vlog where I said I was gonna be like, I'll talk about this on the vlog or in the stream, and then obviously I didn't end up doing the stream in Japan, but we'll talk about it now. So what happened in the airport was, this is my first time traveling alone, by the way. So everything was new to me, and what happened was. You're gonna leave my stream on listening in the background. I'll be sure to listen. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, so the process for like getting past the airport security and stuff was very simple, very self-explanatory. But what happened was, I am an idiot, and I didn't store my stuff correctly, and I ended up dropping my wallet at like the reception place. So while I was already past security, they asked me, like, they said my name on the speaker, and I couldn't figure out what they were saying the first two times because it was so muffled and everyone else was so loud. So I couldn't figure it out. and I was like, it can't be that important. But eventually, I finally understood what they were saying, so I went to look for that place, which was just the place where you check your baggage, and I didn't find out what actually happened until I asked like 6 different people. They had to call a bunch of people, and then I finally found out that I dropped my wallet, and it wasn't there. And then I asked this person, I had to wait in line again. I had to ask the people who checked the baggage. No one saw the wallet, not even the person I was talking to, who actually checked my luggage. So I thought they stole it, because they were acting like they never saw it in their life. And they asked everyone like there, and they said that they never saw a wallet. So I'm like, how did you find a wallet if none of you know it's here? So I was confused. But I went to go ask another person. I like had to use a landline phone for the first time, and yeah, eventually I found me and the person who had my wallet ran into each other coincidentally, and I got it back. And so we went on the we got past security, past everything, and went on the airplane. Which, by the way, I was so tired on the flight. That flight was grueling because it was like a 16-hour flight. But yeah, what's our next slide? Okay, so this is just the first day I was in Japan, and I went to Akihabara. Even though my hotel was like maybe like 30-40 minutes away from Akiba, but I had a quest, which was to sign this flag. So what this is a little like banner flag thing that you could sign for the Aquafina Live, and it was already filled by that time because I arrived to Japan the last day that this thing was here. So if you can see where is it? Right here, right next to this little German flag, this little smudged signature is where I signed it, because everything else was filled already. But yeah, I'm glad that I got to at least sign it. And the next day, during the final live, I think, yeah, the next day after I got to Japan was the final live, I think. No, okay, so it says right here, June 20th, Japan time. I'm also trying to fix something, hang on. Okay, this is very scuffed. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, so we arrived on June 20th, and the what is it called? The concert was the next day. And the reason why I arrived so close to the concert time is I would have loved to be there like half a week early or whatever, but I had like something scheduled for school, and I had to be there, or else I had to like postpone it, and you know, all that stuff. But yeah, I would have loved to be there earlier so I could sign this better. But yeah, we ended up doing fine. What's next? Okay, so this is what I bought at the gamer store in Akihabara, because this flag was in the gamer store, which is a store called Gamers. I know it's kind of funny sounding, but yeah, this is, oops, what happened? It's okay. Google Slides. I made this really sketchy, low quality slideshow. I just pasted the images on here, but hopefully it looks fine on stream, because it's really looking weird on my end, but it looks fine on OBS. But yeah, this is Love Live Days, this little towel thing that I still haven't opened, and a clear file they gave me for free. I stopped by there for like 5 minutes, and I ended up spending a decent amount of money. What's next? This is just my view from the hotel. Not like spectacular, but it's still very cool. I mean, this is as good as you can get probably in this part, because it's not like the place I was staying was not like central Tokyo. Don't even remember if it was in Tokyo or not. So yeah, I don't remember exactly, but this is where I was staying, and I think the view was pretty nice for the place that this was. What's next? Okay, this is the next day, so this is June 21st. I woke up early in the morning. I mean, relatively early. I had an alarm set for 8 a.m. or like 8:30 or something, and I was gonna arrive at the concert hall at 10. And my alarm ended up not going off because I accidentally set it for 8 p.m. instead of 8 a.m., which I only figured out like days later. But yeah, this is the train station that brought me to the concert hall. And the trains here were actually quite different from like the regular ones. They had like full seats and stuff. It looked like Spirited Away or something. But yeah, that's just a cool train station. Okay, this is when we actually get to the what is it? The venue, that's the word. Not concert hall. So you're gonna see this acrylic stand a lot, I think, because I like taking pictures of it for Twitter. And yeah, this is Belluna Dome. And I also met up with a friend here on the first day, so I did walk around a bit, and I split like my videos and pictures. So some things I recorded, some things I took pictures of, and you know, whatever that is. So yeah, this is where it was. This is okay. So the story behind this little box is that this is takoyaki, and like I've had a history of literally not being able to try takoyaki, because one time I was in, where was it, like it was some like Japantown in California. I can't remember if it was the one in San Francisco or LA, but I was going to, and then we had to leave, and then there was another point where I couldn't, because this was a while ago. So because I was at a restaurant with my mom, and she's like, "You're sick, you shouldn't eat this because it's like fried or whatever," even though I don't think it's fried. So I didn't get to try it there again, which was at my like local place. And then last year when I went to Japan, man, my voice is dying out. I haven't talked this much in a while. Let me drink some water. But yeah, last year I went to Japan. I was only there for like 4 days, and I was rushing so many stuff that I forgot to try takoyaki. So I finally got to eat takoyaki, but this takoyaki I was eating, I was carrying around in a bag for like, I don't know, like an hour, because I was walking around with my friend, and I finally got to eat it like an hour later. So it's not necessarily fresh, but it was very good. What is this? Okay, so I think I talked about this on this channel before, but I love a specific member of Aqua, which is Aika Kobayashi, and yeah, this is like, they gave little flyers that were advertising like their solo activities, concerts, events, or whatever. So yeah, these are the ones for Icon, and actually this little drawing that she did was actually a reference to the Love Live Sunshine anime. But anyways, next. Okay, so this is the inside of the venue, and this is my seat for, no it wasn't. This is my seat for day one. I cropped the picture, kind of, because my hand, I don't like putting my hand, but you know. But this is a, so if you see in this picture, it's kind of covered, but where this picture is overlaid on top of this bottom picture is where my seat was, and it wasn't necessarily a great seat, but it was fine, because first of all, I can talk about a lot of things. So the seat was, I mean, for the viewing experience, it wasn't great, because there was a screen behind the stage for the people who had like the block seats, and the seat I was in, you could sort of see the screen, but it was tilted towards the other row of people, and you could sort of see like the end of the stage. What the hell? Oh, that's weird. I heard my door creaking. Okay, what the hell? That was weird. I feel like there's a ghost in my house. But anyways, so what was it? The seat I was in, I could like sort of see half of the tilted screen and a little bit of the stage. So it wasn't a great seat necessarily, but one thing that was great was that, first of all, we were pretty close to the ground, I think, because the seats on like the ends here are like not as lifted up as there isn't as many rows, right? Like horizontal rows, because if you see here, there's a lot of rows, but only here it's not that many, so you're not as high up, so you're a bit closer to like the girls when they're performing. I think the thing that's creaking is my chair. I always mention this, but my chair is really loud. Like, listen to this. I'm like rocking in my chair really hard, but yeah, that's how loud my chair is. Even if I sit up, like my chair sounds weird. Okay, anyways. So, one thing that did happen that was good was that Aikan, my Oshi, actually made eye contact with me somehow. Like, so this is gonna require a little lore, because last year, I went to go meet her and see her perform live, and during her concert, she actually came over to me and made eye contact with me like 8 times, which I'm still mind blown about. But I'm like, that's an oddly high amount. And then I don't know how, but specifically this time at the final live, she came over to where I was sitting, or I guess standing, and specifically like waved and made eye contact with me, which is crazy that she did that over like how many people there were. And also I look a little different from last year because my hair was a different color. But yeah, anyways, also this is my Icon Ita bag, which I brought actually to meet her last year, but I never got to show her because I chickened out because I was panicking when I was talking to her. But yeah, what's next? Okay, so this is after the live. This is as much as you'll see of me, but obviously we couldn't take pictures of the concert itself, but this was me after the live, and you can see this horde of people. I left immediately after it ended, unlike day 2. And yeah, this is just my fit and stuff. This is the pen light. What's next? Okay, this is the second day. This is the train station close to my hotel that brought me to the venue. And then, okay, so on day 2, I didn't have anyone to hang out with on day 2, but so I was just walking around by myself, and it was hot as hell, so I don't know what I did and didn't take pictures and videos of. But my friend told me that there was something, I can't remember what it was, but there was something that was being handed out that was Love Live related at this convenience store, this Family Mart. And this was the only convenience store anywhere near the venue, by the way. So I don't know if you can see it, but the line goes all the way into like this black abyss. So I really wanted to get whatever it was, but I wasn't gonna wait in like the humid 90-100 degree weather to get some random thing. In this probably like an hour wait line, I don't know. Next. Okay, so this is my seat on day 2. And this is a lot better seat. We're a little bit farther away from the stadium, or what's it called, the stage. And so we couldn't get like, you know, be like super close to when they came over to our seats. But I did get a better view of the actual performance. And what's after this? Okay, so yeah, this was a very good seat for day 2. But the next picture is the aftermath. So apparently you were supposed to wait until your like block of seating was excused or something, but I just left immediately the day prior. But yeah, there was, I mean, so the guy next to me, he was a chill guy. He was very chill, and I was sitting on like in an aisle seat, so there's no one to my left. But yeah, me and that dude, how do I even say this? We were like sort of bonding over them. He was a Riko Oshi, or a Rikako, I guess. I'm not sure which one. And I had my white/gray pen lights, so he knew I was a Icon Yoshiko Oshi. But after the last song, or what we thought was the last song, AQ Hours, there was like a 10-15 minute like thing where they were all backstage, and they were like, they had just like the logo, this logo but black, I think. I can't remember it too well, but I think that's what it was. And at this point we had this thing called the Aqua Rainbow, where it was just like on each row you had a different color assigned to you. I think this was a fan project, and so it made like a rainbow shape, and this was like at the climax of the concert, and me and the guy next to me, we chanted like Aqua and with our pen lights for the whole entire time, with what was it? Just waiting for them to come back. And you know, that's the only time me and that guy talked. He's like, "Nice, bro." I remember specifically what he said. Was just nice, bro. And there's also another guy to the right of him, which was also doing the same thing, and we were vibing. But yeah, this was such a fun experience. The one thing that I'm very surprised about is that I didn't cry during the live, because when I was doing research for the Love Live video that I made last month? I don't know, I guess 2 months ago. I was doing research looking at the Muse final live, and I decided to just like watch the whole thing because I was getting sidetracked, and I cried during that. But I'm super surprised that I didn't cry during for the group that I was actually here for, in the current moment, physically there, and the one that I follow a lot, which is very surprising to me. But I think if I think about it now and if I rewatch it, I will cry. But at that moment, I didn't cry. Although I was having a lot more fun than like dread, because this was my first ever like big concert and Love Live concert. So I think I was just having a lot more fun and not thinking about the sadness. But yeah, if I rewatch it now, I'm probably definitely gonna cry. What's next? Okay, this one is terrifying. So this is after we got out of the venue, and we waited. This is like directly outside of the gates to the venue. So this was not fun. This is the line to the train station, because there was only one exit, or one train station, I guess. There was the road that you saw earlier with the 7-Eleven, or sorry, the Family Mart. So people were probably exiting from here, or they could, but most people went through the trains. And you can see this is easily like 1,000 to 2,000 people just crammed together here. And yeah, so we were probably there moving 2 steps every 5 minutes for like half an hour, 40 minutes, something. And also, the first when I was going home on the first day, I took the wrong train, and then each train, I got out at some random ass station, and then each train that came to that station kept being packed, because there was like, what, 20,000 people trying to leave from that same train station. So eventually I got home like right before the trains stopped operating, like right before midnight. But this time I actually knew where I was supposed to be going, because on the first day I forgot where I came out from. But yeah, I didn't take the wrong train on the second day, fortunately. What's next? This is just at the train station I was waiting at, and this is my little icon plushie. This is just a picture of a hot dog I bought. What? I don't know what convenience store this is from, but I bought it literally because it was just labeled wiener, and I thought that was hilarious. And it says here in Japanese, Oki wiener, which is big wiener, which I didn't notice when I bought this, but when I was making the slideshow, I read this, and I'm like, yeah, I literally just ate a big wiener. But yeah, also, up until this point, I still only ate convenience store food. This is like my 3rd day in Japan, and this is my 4th meal. I wasn't eating much because I was out doing random stuff. What's next? Oh, okay, so this is all the merch that I bought at the venue. So I guess I'll go through all of it. This little thing, I think you can see my cursor, right? This is a towel that I still haven't opened to this day, because I used a different one, which I ended up coughing blood in, because oh my god, I never even mentioned that. my voice is probably still dead from that, because let me go back here. During like the last section when they finished all their songs, everyone was yelling like thank you, I love you, or like everyone's names, all that. And I talk, this is as loud as I will talk right now. This is as loud as I have ever talked since I was like, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm not 6, 7. We left the brain rot in slide 1, but ever since I was a child, I never like raised my voice above what the volume it is right now. So the first day I was even like yelling and not fully putting my chest into it, and that was even like as loud as I've ever been. But the second day I literally yelled until my voice gave out, like in the middle of like my vocal cords just stopped working, and I ended up apparently coughing blood into my what do you call it, the towel. But anyways, and my voice apparently still hasn't recovered from that because I can't talk, and that was like a month ago. But yeah, these boxes are the trading card game that apparently released on the same day as the day 1 of the live. And I bought 2 of them, which were like 6,000 yen each, and I ended up buying more, and I have 4 of the boxes now. These are protein bars that came with a little card from the trading card game, which were apparently 700 yen. These are the pen lights I used during the concert. And funny thing is, I actually bought a lot of this merch. I pre-ordered it, and I wanted it to come to my house, and I even paid $50 for expedited, the fastest shipping, and it still didn't arrive. It probably still didn't even arrive by the time the concert started, let alone the time I was in Japan. So that was a waste of $50. But I ended up having to buy this stuff again, and the t-shirt. I bought one of those, but I didn't have a picture of it because I was wearing it. So now I have 3 t-shirts and 4 pen lights, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. What's next? So these little CDs are the solo. I haven't opened them, so I don't know what actually they are. They're all still in the wrapping on my shelf right now. But I bought all 9 of them. On the first day, I bought Mari and Yoshiko, which are my favorite characters. But the next day, I went back and asked for everyone except for Mari and Yoshiko. Which, by the way, I didn't know how easy it would be to conversate in Japanese after I learned a bit. I mean, it wasn't mega easy, but it was still not that hard. Because I studied a bit of Japanese before coming to Japan. And so, the lady that was selling the CDs, I told her I didn't need Yoshiko and Mari. So I think she probably thought I hated Yoshiko and Mari. Yeah, that's just a little funny thought. But speaking of Japanese, I started studying in September last year in preparation for when I need to go to Japan, or when I was going to go to Japan, which at that point I still wasn't sure if I was gonna go. And I kind of like slacked off a bit, and I ended up not learning as much Japanese as I thought I would in the 9-month period. But it was still enough to get around, and like talk to people, sort of, a little bit. Man, my voice is dying out. It's been a while since I've streamed. It's been like a month. Anyways, so these little packs of cards and this little magazine thing, I guess, you got this when you entered the venue. So that's why I have 2 of them, because I went on both days. And this is just like a starter pack for the trading card game. I guess they were trying to promote it. And this is just... I can't remember what this was exactly. But yeah, this is very cool that I have 2 of them. These are just like random cards you got from, I think, purchasing the CDs. And unfortunately, they were random and not like corresponding to like the character of the CD you bought. So I'm missing 3 characters, and I have dupes of 3 characters, I think. But I ended up getting a dupe of my favorite character, but getting none of my second favorite character. Anyways, this is the hourglass that they were selling. That was 6,600 yen. And I knew it was a mistake buying this, because this was, first of all, it's made of glass, and it's an hourglass, so it's contained with sand, and if I put it in my luggage, it was bound to break. And by the end of it, or by the end of my trip, I never ended up getting this in my suitcase. But I had a little bag that was carry-on for the plane, and I ended up being able to just put that in a little bag. So that was nice. I bought so much stuff, thinking about if I could fit it in my luggage, but I still bought it anyways. And apparently, or luckily, I got everything home. Next, so that was the concert part of it. The next section of these pictures are just little pictures I took from where I went and like my other escapades. This was okay. So this left picture is when I was looking for the adapter for my laptop charger I was talking about before, and I was just like in this like tech store, and if you see this sign right here, this is something I wanted to talk about. How a lot of words in Japanese are just English words written in katakana. Because this is headsetto, which is headset. I guess it means it with a mic in English. But yeah, so many of these Japanese words are just literally English words. Which I find, I don't know why I got annoyed by it, but yeah, that was something I wanted to talk about. And then this this right thing was just a little fan. Next, this is the School Idol store for like the permanent Love Live store, and outside they had a little display for the Aquafina Live. And I never ended up buying anything here because everything was just like acrylic stands and acrylic keychains and stuff, which I wasn't too big on, and I ended up buying so much of those anyways. So I'm glad I didn't buy anything from here. What's next? Okay, this is... I saw this gachapon last time I was in Japan, and I don't know why I saw this so much, the Hollow Stars gachapon, because I didn't see any Hollow Live ones, which would have made more sense for them to be more popular. And I didn't see any Love Live ones either. Maybe they just didn't have anything going on. But like, yeah, this is Hollow Stars, and I ended up getting Aruran. Last year I did this, I got Gamma, which he's not even part of Hollow Stars anymore. He graduated, I think, earlier this year. But you can still get his merch in these little gachapons that they haven't changed at all. Anyways, next. Okay, so this is me just walking around Akihabara, and I didn't film any of this. Oh yeah, from now on, this, if there's any locations that I went to that was in any anime, I'm gonna have a little picture of it just here. And this is the Muse Stairs. I put the Love Live Sunshine picture of it just because that was the first one I found, and everything else was already Love Live Sunshine. But yeah, this is the stairs to the Kanda Shrine. And fun fact, or fun little story, I was like thinking about it in my mind, and I turned a corner and I just found it, which that happened to me last year too with a different place. Anyways, this is the arcade that had these Final Live Nesso berries, and oh my god, this I made it my goal to get every single character, which I did end up doing after spending like $200. But something that pissed me off, so I think, yeah, so I ended up getting every character with some dupes. Not every single one was the Final Live outfit, as you can see with this Kanan one that got stuck on the prong. And I asked the... Man, my voice is dying out. I gotta clear my throat. Okay. I asked the worker to like help me with the machine because I got it stuck, and I think they were like, whoa, and then they ended up just handing it to me because that would have been cruel if they put it back or something, or made me play it again. But yeah, this was one of my favorite moments. But from every high we have a low, and that low was something that literally made me so mad. I was literally ready to throw hands, which was when I was getting super close to pushing two of these plushies down the hole, and then I ran out of money, so I went to go, or ran out of coins, so I went to go exchange more money, or cash into coins. And then these two guys next to me, these two Chinese guys, were instantly went to go get it, and the first thing they did was that, I'm getting heated just talking about this. I'm ready to go find those guys. But anyways, man, I'm still mad about that. The first play they did, they instantly got the two I was working on as soon as I went to go exchange my money. And I just gave them the death stare because my Mandarin isn't that good. So if my Mandarin was better, I would have literally just actually argued with them. But I was ready to throw him. If an American person, I was ready to absolutely throw hands. But unfortunately, my Mandarin, I was never taught it as a kid, unfortunately. Which I'm still not happy about. That's one of my biggest regrets in life. Anyways, next. But I did end up getting all of them after spending a little more money. Anyways, okay, so this is literally just a blank slide with a picture of a gorilla, a statue of a gorilla. The story behind this is I saw this, and this was so funny. And I was walking, I think I was in a rush, but I took a picture of this. And I really wanted to come back and take a picture, like a selfie with this gorilla statue. And I never got to, because the next time I walked past this place, it was all rainy. And I wanted to sit down next to it, so I didn't want to sit down on the wet floor. And I was going to come back there later. And yeah, I never got to take a picture with the gorilla, but I did take a picture of the gorilla. And I really want to, the next time I go to Japan, I'm definitely gonna look for that gorilla and take a picture with it. Oh shoot. What is this picture? No, wrong one. No, never mind, right one. So up until this point, again, I was mentioning how I only ate. You hear my chair squeaking? I need a new chair. Anyways, does that pick up? Wait, hold on. Does this pick up on the mic? Oh wow, of course now that I try to purposefully make it squeak, it doesn't squeak. Anyways, now it's doing it again. Y'all must think I'm tweaking or something. anyways, my voice is absolutely getting destroyed. So, up until this point, I only ate convenience store food because, again, I was in a rush, doing stuff, going out and exploring. And I also had a fear of restaurants, just because I didn't know, like, how restaurants worked, because I never even went to restaurants alone at home. So, let alone a different country that I don't speak the language of that well. So, I ended up going to this sushi place next to my hotel, my new hotel. That's different from the one I showed earlier. And when I walked in, there's just two guys like talking, and they both stopped and just stared at me. I'm like, are you open? I asked them in English because I forgot how to say that in Japanese, or I never learned, which I still need to. And man, my voice is, I gotta get through this quick because my voice is probably gonna just stop working at some point. Yeah, they were like, they looked at me like they didn't know who or what the hell I was. That was strange. But they were like, I was like, are you open? And they're like, this is a sushi place. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I sat down, and the guy was super nice. I ordered something, and I asked for a recommendation, but the menu was literally just like, you pick your own thing, but you get to choose like how many pieces you got, and he recommended me the most expensive one, obviously, of course. And then I just wrote down a bunch of stuff to order, what kind of fish I wanted. And then I don't know if this was included in the meal or not, but he gave me like soup and a piece of tofu. I don't know if it was for free or it was included, but it was relatively an okay price. This was probably the best sushi I've ever had. Because the other sushi places I went to were like chain sushi restaurants, and there was one I went to which, oh, that one was pretty good too actually. But yeah, this was pretty good, and he gave me like a cookie at the end, which I never ended up eating, and I still think it's in my backpack to this day. Next. Okay, so this is when I went shopping in Akihabara. And I only really looked for like Love Live stuff, because I don't know, there's not really other stuff that I thought of that I wanted to buy. The left picture is a store called Surugaya, which is like a secondhand store, and each kind of these stores have like a bunch of buildings, but they're all have like a specialty in different stuff. So this left one was really cool, because these Neso berries, which I paid like $30 for at home, they're only, wow, my voice. hopefully my voice doesn't actually go out. But these Nesso berries were only 2,200 yen, which was like $15. But I didn't buy any because I knew that it was going to be impossible to get home unless I literally like vacuum sealed it shut. The next picture to the right is the Ami Ami in Akihabara, and I kept going in there not expecting to buy anything, and I bought this because I was looking for this set of figures, the With Fans Love Live Sunshine Blu-ray edition figures, and this was pre-owned. The reason why this picture is so weirdly cropped out is because I was trying to translate whatever this said, which I think it said it was like used, and it's the item is a C grade, but it was actually a lot better because like used items in Japan are like they're basically brand new, even if it's like they say it's a C, like out of A B C D E F G whatever, and they say it's a C, it's basically brand new. If you get something here where I'm from, it's probably like, if it says like new, there's probably like some stains, cracks, hair all over it. I don't know. But yeah, this is the Yo Watanabe figure. Next, okay, this is some food I tried. So on the left we have dango, and on the right we have natto. Dango tastes exactly what you expect it to taste like. It was literally just like rice mochi, and I never ended up finishing that pack because it was kind of mid. The natto, that's like the Japanese food that people have the most mixed opinions about. Like in other cultures, balut in the Philippines is like that kind of thing, and like century eggs in China, which I love, by the way. Go try century eggs if you haven't. People always make a big deal of it. They're like, oh, it's an egg that's been sitting out for 100 years. It's not. It's been like underground for like 2 months. It's just called a century egg because it sounds cool. Anyways, the natto, I actually quite liked it. I'd say I had a positive feeling on it rather than a negative one. It was stringy, so it got everywhere. That's the only thing. But yeah, I don't see why people don't like hate this so much, because it's literally just beans. Next. Okay, so this is, I guess, the next day I went shopping, because this is at night, right? So the next day, this Michael Jordan action figure. The story behind this is that one time I saw a LeBron James action figure, and I'm not even like a basketball fan, but I really wanted a LeBron James action figure. So I was looking for that the whole time I was in Japan, and I never found one. But I did end up finding Michael Jordan. But the LeBron James action figure, I was looking it up, and apparently it was like really expensive if you wanted like a super accurate looking one. But anyways, the picture on the right is the Riko Sakuruchi 711 figure, which was in the same Ami Ami I bought the Yo figure from. And I'm like, there's no way I'll get this home. This box is bigger than my head, and I already filled up my luggage. But luckily I did bring a spare suitcase, and this was literally the only thing inside that suitcase because it took up that much room. Along with the Nesso berries, because I like crammed them in there, because they were just plushies. But yeah, the only reason I bought this is because I'm like, I saw this before, and I'm like, this is so expensive. It's like 50,000 yen online. But I found this for just under 20,000 yen, which is conversion rate is like, say, 150 US dollars. So yeah, I bought this, and I literally said in the vlog, I want to buy this, and I'll figure out how to get it home later. I said something like that. And I did end up getting it home, fortunately. Next. Okay, this is... Apparently this is in chronological order, but it doesn't really feel like it. But I went to Ikebukuro the next day. When was this? Okay, yeah, this is when I got home. So at this point, I think it's like... what date is it actually? I was there for... Okay, let me do some math, hang on. So... Yeah, so this day is... June 20... 23rd. 23rd is all the 23rd, I think. Is this the 23rd? I think this is also the 23rd. Yeah, this is the end of the 23rd, and then this is the 24th. This is the 25th. So this is the June 26th. This is Ikebukuro on the left, and that place is just filled with yaoi. So I didn't end up really buying much stuff because I was looking. My goal was to look for Love Live and Icon, like secondhand stores, because I really like going to the secondhand stores. And I went to so many of them, and in Ikebukuro, it was mostly like stuff targeted towards women, which I heard about. It's like Akihabara for women, and yeah, as a result, there was so much yaoi and like male voice actors that I didn't know about. So I didn't end up buying, I don't think, anything in Ikebukuro. On the right is Shibuya, and this is Shibuya Crossing. Do we have? No, okay. So Shibuya Crossing, I always see it in the videos, and I saw so many people recording when they crossed. But Shibuya Crossing is so much smaller in real life than it looks on the videos. Like, I swear it looks so huge on the videos, but it's actually quite small. I don't know. I want to go back to Shibuya next time I go to Japan and go there during the night. Man, my voice. But yeah, Shibuya has a great nightlife, but the only reason I didn't go there during the night is because I didn't want to stay there for too long, and then the trains were gonna stop operating, and yeah, I wouldn't have been able to get home. I would have had to pay for an overpriced taxi. It probably would have been more overpriced too, since the trains weren't running. But yeah, Shibuya was fun, I think. I didn't really get to... I don't remember much, honestly. I only went to Shibuya to look at these statues, the Fuwamoko life-size statues, which were very cool. Yeah, that's basically why I went to Shibuya, just to see these statues in real life. What's next? Okay, so this is the next day, I think. This day I went to... I can't remember, but this is June 27th. And I went to Ichiran Ramen. And I always heard mixed opinions about it. Like, I think no one's ever thought about the taste of Ichiran Ramen, but people that criticize it say that it's overrated and that it is like super unhealthy, which I don't doubt. And yeah, I had it. It was my first time having, or I guess my second, having real actual ramen that wasn't like those like prepackaged instant ramens. So yeah, it was good. It was very good. I would like to go back next time. The next picture is the Choco Minto everything that I saw. That's Choco Minto milk, which was very good. It felt like I was gonna gain like 16 pounds after drinking it, but it was good. It was refreshing. Okay. Oh, okay. So I went to Harajuku on this day. By the way, there's so many Choco Minto things, which I swear was on purpose because of the meme, but according to someone I knew, they just do that all the time during the summer because it's refreshing. Okay. Next thing is when I went to Harajuku, I didn't really have that much fun in Harajuku, to be honest, because there was so many, like, in the famous Takeshita Street, which is like where you basically think of when you see Harajuku. There was so many like hustlers, like people being like, "Hey, you wanna come to my store? Hey bro, come to my store," whatever. I just remembered something. I'll talk about it in a second. And then there was this one instance where I was drinking water and I was walking away, or like along the street, and some guy just shoved a camera in my face and took a picture. So that was fucked up. But yeah, the gamer store in Harajuku was Love Live Superstars themed because the anime takes place there. And then the second picture is this cafe called Cafe de Lapis that I saw and I went to, and I wanted to eat there because I was still trying to get over my fear of restaurants. And then I walked in there, took some pictures of the stuff, but what I noticed was that no one was there. The cafe was open, and like the door was open, you could walk in, but no one was there. Like I even like try to peer into the back, and just no one was there, like over the counter and stuff. But apparently their calendar is set for March, so it seems like they haven't been there for the last 3 months. Anyways, okay, so this is the end of that day. I bought some like Liu stuff from this gamer store, and you know, if you want to see like everything, then you can watch the vlogs. I haven't finished the vlogs, editing all the vlogs. I have the first 2 episodes out. That's like halfway there, but I have another 2 or 3 coming out later, and I'm gonna work on that after the stream. But yeah, these are a Liu magazine that's Love Live adjacent, and this is her solo photo book that she's been advertising on Twitter. And I figured that I might as well just buy it because I've been seeing a lot about it. Oh! I think this is the same day I went to Shinjuku, which apparently I didn't put any pictures of. Yeah, I didn't put any pictures of Shinjuku, but by the end of the day in Shinjuku, I don't even think I bought that much, but it was raining. It was raining so hard, and I bought an umbrella. I also bought an umbrella the previous day because it was raining, and I never got to use it because I stopped. It stopped raining after I bought the umbrella, so I just never got to use that. But I bought a new umbrella, and I put it in my bag with all my stuff, which was a mistake, because for some reason, okay, so the umbrella was still wet, but it wasn't. It was still wet, and I put it in the bag, and I didn't think it was a big deal because everything was wrapped in plastic, but somehow it got wet through the plastic, which I didn't even know was possible. So that was strange. So like some of the bottom started peeling off, unfortunately, which was disappointing. Which I don't know how I like broke the laws of physics and made water go through the like quantum tunneling through the plastic. Okay, so this is the next day. I'm getting lost on what day it is. Hopefully it says on this TV, which it doesn't. Okay, so I think this is the 28th. I remember my reservation for this being the 28th, I think. So this is oh my god. What is the name of this hair salon? This is apparently, oh, Sai. This is right there. I would have never remembered it if I didn't see it right there. But apparently this is like a Love Live affiliated hair salon, and I've been seeing the guy that works there, or the people that work there. There's 2 that I've been seeing on TikTok, and I decided to just go there. And yeah, they were very nice, even though they didn't speak that much English, obviously, and my Japanese was very bad. But there was like these 2 girls that were like asking, "Oh, do you like anime?" I'm like, "Yeah," even though I kind of lied. I haven't watched anime in a long time. But they're asking me like, "What's your favorite anime?" And I said Love Live, and that flipped a switch because they instantly just put on the Aqua Final Live for me on the iPad, and I felt like a little baby watching Skibidi Toilet. But yeah, they were so nice. They were talking to me about Love Live as much as they could have. They asked me, did I go to the final live? I'm like, yeah, I went both days. Who's your favorite? I like Icon. They're like, I kept saying, I like Icon. They're asking me who's my favorite member of Aqua, and I'm like, Seiyu or character? And I'm like, I said I like Icon. And they asked me what character I like, and I said Yoshiko, of course, because I like Icon. But yeah. Is there anything after this? Oh no. So, this hair salon was also very reasonable in... Wait, let me move the mic a little closer. Maybe that helps. But, this hair salon was only like 30,000 yen, which I paid $400 here, where I live, to get my hair dyed. Which was insane. Because I got my hair dyed and cut here for 30,000 yen, which is like $200. Half the price, literally. But yeah, the guys were very nice. The main guy that was cutting my hair, even like the famous guy, who also, by the way, cuts Shuka's hair from Aqua. So he's touched my hair and Shuka's hair by the same hands. Anyways, he also, after we got they finished, he also walked me out, which was nice. Anyways, moving on. So this is the stuff I was talking about. The Chocominto everything. Everything was Chocominto, and I swear it was because of the meme. There was Chocominto cookies, a tart, I don't even know what that means, a roll cake, a sandwich, which is crazy. What's next? Okay, so this might be June 30th. I don't think June has 31 days. This is when I went to Numazu, and I had to take my heavy-ass luggage everywhere, because it would be expensive to keep it somewhere. But yeah, I went to Numazu by Shinkansen, and the Shinkansen ride, I thought it was gonna take 2 hours, so do I have it on here? No, I don't have the picture. But Numazu, by the way, is the city which Love Live Sunshine takes place, and it's like this very important spot to Love Live fans. And I was planning to like take a nap and watch like some stuff. Okay, I'll say what stuff. So Aqua Club was shutting down that same day, I think. So I was just stacking up those like videos that they were posting, and I never watched them because I never found the time to. And by the time Aqua Club shut down, it was too late almost. So the only time I could was on the Shinkansen train. And I thought I was gonna be able to finish all of them and have time to take a nap, but no. Apparently that shit goes really quick, and I was there before I even knew it. Anyways, this is the train station in Numazu, which has like posters for Genjitsu no Yohane and The Final Life. Everything looks kind of run down here except for these posters. But I kind of got lost in the station, and then I ended up going out another exit that I didn't even know existed, which was right here. Okay, so these are more images that you can see that was in Love Live and any anime, just because we're in where it takes place, obviously. And this is the north exit, this is basically all it was. And I could show it, like Aqua AQ Hours MV was like here, but yeah, this is the north exit, which I didn't even know existed, and this is where it takes place in the anime. Hopefully that's easy to see. That's kind of small, but hopefully you can see it. But yeah, this is that. And then I was walking around after I found my hotel, and my hotel, by the way, I don't have a picture of on this slideshow, unfortunately. I don't know why. I don't know why my voice is dying also. Oh my god, I just realized you can see like this like mold or like stains on it is even on the anime. Do you think that they drew that in the anime to make it accurate to real life, and then since it's now in the anime they just don't clean it? Imagine if that's actually true. Anyways, so this was near my hotel. I don't know. But my hotel was the Numazu Riverside Hotel, which I can look it up right now. Hopefully I don't dox myself. That's a map. I need to find the images. So, yeah, this is the hotel. This one. And this is actually the model for Yoshiko's house. Apparently. Which I've also seen other places be claimed as the model for it, so I don't know. But I think it's this place because there's this like little exhibition for like Yoshiko stuff in some room. But yeah, this is where I stayed. And this is like some places from the anime. You can see the exact places. What's next? Okay, so I don't know if this specific bridge was shown like this, but you can see Yoshiko on this little art is running on this bridge, which is right there. They do a lot of sitting like here on these steps though. I don't know if it was in the anime, but I do remember some like stuff with the seiyus being here. And it was very chill just sitting by this river, just sitting on these steps. It was so nice. I said this in the vlog, but I want to move here at some point. Anyways, a lot of like half of the buses that were here were all Love Live themed and printed. You can see these 3 buses. You can't see that one over there, but all 3 of them were Love Live themed. And then I ate my Chocominto ice cream in the Love Live place to feel the memes. And this is the station, which was present in the anime. What's next? The Gamers. The Gamers Numazu is essentially like mostly Love Live stuff, or Love Live Sunshine stuff specifically. But when I got there, so much of the stuff was sold out, unfortunately, and they didn't restock until like after I left the country. There was like these plushies that you could buy, and I wanted to, but they were sold out. By the way, like a little later into my trip, I saw them being sold secondhand for the same exact price they were as new, in the same Surugaya as what was it? This one, in this store. They were in like this place, this exact spot, and they were being sold for the same price. I don't know why I didn't buy them. There's all 9 of them, and I don't know why I didn't buy them. I really wanted to buy them. Okay, moving on. This is still the first day I was in Numazu. But I went to this little pop-up store in the mall that was in Numazu, and I spent so much money on here. By the way, this is as much as you'll see of me. Again, they had so many cardboard cutouts. It was like heaven here. I really wanted to ask if I could just have one of the acrylic cardboard cutouts, but obviously I don't think they would let me. This also puts into perspective how short the Aqua Seiyus are. Because if I was standing up fully, I would have probably... Like, Kinchan's the tallest one, and these are life-size. If I was standing up, I would probably be like... My head would probably be above this thing. I am relatively tall, I suppose. But, yeah, I would... They're like 2/3 my height, which is... That just puts into perspective how different our height differences are. But yeah, this is the store, more of the store. There was so much stuff on sale. A lot of the stuff was sold out too, but I still ended up spending so much money. If you look at this receipt, this thing should be framed. 85,000 yen, which is like $700. That was the worst financial decision I've ever made in my life. 85,000 yen to this one shop. The reason, by the way, why it was I spent so much money is because they had these like photo cards, and I bought entire boxes which were 18,000 yen each. They had 30 packs, and yeah, so I bought a lot of those. And then at the end of the day, I went to the sushi place, which was also very good, and the price was also pretty good because it was outside of Tokyo. Along with like everything else, like the hotel was also pretty cheap. It was like half the price as the ones in Tokyo, and it was bigger. Anyways, okay, I was walking until like midnight here, So this is the bridge. I was just sitting here, minding my business. I was literally watching TikTok because I have the attention span of a 4-year-old. But yeah, the sun was going down. It was nice. And then I walked literally like 30 minutes to the coast to see this, which was in the anime, and it actually lights up at night, which I didn't know. And I just went here, saw it, and went back home. Actually, no, I went to karaoke, and then I sang there for like, I can't sing, by the way. I'm very bad at singing, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I even like extended my time here. I was here for like 2.5 hours. But yeah, that was very fun. I wanted to do it again, but I was in a rush to get like all the other stuff after I left Numazu. What's next? Okay, so this is the next day. So I guess this is, I'm guessing like July 1st. This is the shopping street that is most famous in Love Live, and apparently it's been shown a lot. I didn't really remember that much. But yeah, here's the main Goofy in the anime. And then there was these manholes that were what was it? They were around Numazu, and this is the only one I found because it was in the shopping district. And this day I was looking for these stamps. I don't know why I didn't include the picture of it, but they had these stamps around the city for like Love Live fans, and I was just literally going around collecting the stamps. That was my goal for the day. And then I went back to like the pier where this bridge was. Not the pier, the coast, which was another 30-minute walk in the hot sun. And by this point I already got so tan. You can see it in this picture. Look how tan I am in this picture. I literally forgot that sunscreen existed, so I got so tan. Anyways, I went to Numazu Burger, and this is where I ate. I got like a tuna burger or something, and they had a bunch of like Yoshiko stuff. Specifically Yoshiko for some reason. And then I went on this bridge. I went around like the whole place collecting stamps, and I think I recorded it, so make sure to look out for the vlog. I haven't edited the Numazu vlog, but yeah, it's gonna come out soon. And this is when we're on that thing, the rainbow thing, and there was not really too much here. But yeah, this is what it looked like, and this is what it was in the anime. And then after I left like the coast place, where was I going? Oh yeah, I had to check out of my hotel. No, I checked out of my hotel in the morning, and then I was gonna go pick up my stuff because I was gonna head to Uchiura next. And I stopped by Yo's house, but unfortunately on this day they were closed. So I got to take a picture of it, but I didn't get to go inside and get the stamp either, which was unfortunate. And then it looks quite different in the anime, but yeah, this is where that is. Okay, so this is when I got to Uchiura, and I took a taxi for the first time. I literally called one to me, because I really couldn't be bothered. I have PTSD from buses, because when I went to go to the Shinkansen station, I got yelled at by some old guy. And then last year I got, like, people were rude on the bus. But yeah, so I just took a taxi here. This is Chika's house. I was so disappointed though, because the friend I was with on day 1, he told me that if I can just ask to look around, because last year I asked if I can take photos. He said no, and I just left. But I wanted to at least look around, and I asked him, and he said no. So that actually kind of made me really sad that he didn't even let me like just look around. But next year, hopefully, if I go there, or next time I go there, I'm just gonna book a stay at this hotel or this inn, so I can look around. The place I did book was It's sort of close to it. It's like a 5-minute walk. And this is... I always forget the name. But they had a lot of Yoshiko stuff. And the people here were so nice. Like the ladies here. When I checked out of the hotel, or this inn, the old lady that was working there was literally waiting, seeing if I was gonna get home okay for like so long, and I'm like, I locked in so hard with my Japanese. I'm like, oh yeah. Whenever I was talking to her, I locked in so hard with my Japanese. I didn't even know I could speak Japanese like that, but yeah, I was conversing with her fine. But yeah, they were so nice, and this was the only place in Japan that I stayed that didn't have a bidet, unfortunately. But yeah, this was such a nice place. But what was sad was that, oh yeah, this is inside the room, and this was my view. And this bus stop actually is, here. But, what made me sad was there was this sweet shop I went to last year, but it was closed on literally the days I was there. Like Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Wednesdays, they were just not open. And I think the day I was there, it was already closed because everything closed earlier. Because I went on a Monday. Like this day that I'm showing right now is a Monday, and they were open earlier that day, but they all closed at like 5 p.m. So I never got to go to that sweet shop, unfortunately. I did go last year, but I didn't even get to get the stamp there because it was inside the building and they were just closed on both of the days I was there, unfortunately. Yeah. Anyways. Everything, like, since this is like a residential area, it's... places close a bit, earlier, I suppose. This is the famous, Uchira Bay Beach, I suppose. And this is where basically a lot of things happen in Love Live. I drew an Among Us in the sand. I don't think that picture's on here, but... yeah, the next place I went to, while also getting the stamps, because they were here too, I went to this aquarium, which is the same aquarium that... Can I click this? Yeah, okay. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this. But this is the aquarium that this MV takes place in. So you can see, I think this is literally the hotel I stayed in. And then this is, okay, so yeah, okay, this is I'm pretty sure this is the sign of the hotel I stayed in. And then here is inside the aquarium where they do like shows and stuff. I wasn't in here for too long because I already explored everything. I don't think that this place, oops, I don't think that this place is a real place. Like, can I get a better... this place. I don't think this place is a real place. I think this is just for the MV. But yeah, this all is real. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember, like, every part of everything. But yeah, this statue, this dolphin statue is... yeah, here. This dolphin statue is, here. What else? Oh yeah, Mount Fuji. As you can see, that's supposed to be Mount Fuji over there, I guess, in between these two islands. Wait, is that Mount Fuji? I swear that I didn't see Mount Fuji. But that might be Mount Fuji, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it was too cloudy for me to see it, because I didn't notice it. But apparently Mount Fuji is supposed to be here. I think... oh yeah, the mascot here, Uchichi, is the actual mascot of the aquarium, and not like something that Love Live created. I hope I don't get copyright claim for this. I'm not playing the music, but I'm just looking through the MV. Yeah, that's essentially it. Like, this place... oh. Come on. This place is like... I walked down here. There was no flying Uchichi down the stairs though. Anyways, there was these. I always love these jellyfish exhibits. There was like a bunch of different types of jellyfish too, and they always have like these RGB lights on them in every single aquarium I ever go to. So that's pretty cool. What's next? Oh, is that the same picture? That is the same picture. The only reference to Love Live that there was these like little art on the wall. Bro thinks he's part of the team. Yeah, this and also these cardboard cutouts, which I only found Hanmaru and Yo for some reason. And what's even more interesting is that they're in their Happy Party Train outfits, carrying Uchichi. I would have thought they were in their Koine Naitai Aquarium outfits, but no, they're in their Happy Party Train outfits, which is interesting. Next picture is penguins. I didn't know penguins were part of aquariums, but something else that I didn't know were part of aquariums were flamingos. I didn't know flamingos were aquatic creatures, but there was only a single flamingo, so I kind of feel bad for it. But there's a ton of penguins. Okay, so I left the aquarium at this point, and I went to go to Awashima Marine Park, the island. I stopped by a mini stop, which is the 5th, like, big convenience store in Japan, and I ate a tuna sandwich while looking at this view, which was delightful. This is the view of the island, by the way. And then this is the little ferry that you go on to get to the island, and I think the ticket was like 3,000 yen, which was kind of pretty expensive. But yeah, this is the seat I sat in. I mean, well, this is a wall, but I sat right next to Iken's signature just because, obviously. And when I was like waiting for the thing to start, because there's some other guy there too, the boat was rocking back and forth, and I swear I was gonna be sick, because I'm not on boats very often, so it was rocking back and forth and it didn't feel good. Anyways, this is the dock on the island. That's the little ferry I was on. And what's next? Okay, so this is the little gift shop that is this building, I think. And there was a lot of cardboard cutouts. It was Mari's birthday recently, so they had this little thing. I only found these 7 girls. For some reason. Like, Hanamaru was there in the aquarium too. So it's not like they didn't have Yo and Hanamaru because they were in the aquarium. But who are we missing? No, Chika's right there. Yo and Ruby. I don't know where they were. They might have been on the island somewhere, but I didn't find them. Yeah, I bought some stuff from there, and I have a like haul of stuff that I bought coming out on the second channel. Was there anything for 6-7 yen? They, unfortunately, that would be like, you know, I'm gonna ban you for asking that. You're banned. You're honestly banned. Anyways, this was Mari's house. If you walked past this gift shop through the other door, you get to Mari's house, which is a hotel that I wanted to stay at, but it was kind of double the price of all the other hotels, and I didn't want to spend that much money just to, you know, stay at a hotel. But yeah, I never realized that when I was looking for pictures for the slideshow, they never really showed Mari's house that much. But yeah, this is her house, and I guess that is the same room. And then this is the fountain that Dayamari and Kanan usually talk at. What's next? Okay, this is the tunnel. This looks a lot cooler in real life than it does in the anime, I guess. Not really much to say about this. It's literally just a tunnel, and I can't remember what was at the. Oh, I think this just goes through the mountain, and like through the island. And then, oh my god, this was hell. So when I got back to the other side of the island. There was nothing there, so I walked all the way back here. And this is the temple. The shrine, I mean. And this was... okay, so this sign, where is it? This one? This says good luck, which also was in the anime. And this was the view, by the way, at the top. But these stairs were inclined. They were literally slanted. And it was a 25-minute way up and a 25-minute way down. There were signs warning you to drink water and how long it would be. So my legs were literally dead by the time I got up. And then I had to go back down, which was not as hard. I just had to try not to trip. But yeah, I don't know how Kanan literally runs up this every single day. I was so sweaty. Anyways, what's next? Oh, this is Kanan's house. So, I mean, I don't know if it's Kanan's house specifically, or it's just a shop that she works at. I always refer to it as Kanan's house. I try to go in here, and apparently it's a frog museum, and it wasn't open. I don't know what time I was here at, but it just wasn't open. Maybe it's just not open at all because it looks kind of haunted or like abandoned. But they even had Kanan's literal wetsuit here, which was very cool. Okay, so I guess I left the island. I also ate at the restaurant near the dock, and the food was good, obviously, because they're literally by the ocean. Fresh fish is kind of hard to not have. So I did a lot of stuff in the vlog, which you can go check out. But this is after I came back, and I want to go visit the school. And this is the thumbnail, isn't it, for this stream? But yeah, oh my god! After I got, this is the same day that I walked 30,000 steps because I was walking around. I walked 41. Look, it has some. It's somewhere here. My health data, but yeah, I wanted to go visit a bunch of places because I was only here for like 2.5 days, maybe 1.5 days. So I went from the Awashima Island all the way to the school, which is like a 40-50 minute walk. And I was so dead after the shrine, and then I had to walk even more. I was only like halfway through the day. And then my favorite sign in Numazu, I found this last year, and I'm like, no, why in the world is this here? So I came back here just to look at this. This is my like personal landmark. What's next? Okay, so this is like this little place, which is, if you go up here, there's the school. That's a little bus stop where there was some kid waiting for his mom or something, so I couldn't take pictures there. Or, I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to take pictures of some random kid. He was there for a long time. I don't know. I don't know what his mom was doing. But yeah, this is the kind of like road that's in the anime. And then obviously this is the school, and then that's the school. What's next? Oh, this is my health data for this day. So I ended up climbing 41 floors. You can see before I went to Japan, and then after I went to Japan, or after I'm in Japan, it's just, it spikes up. And then this is 35,000 steps, which is honestly insane. What's next? Okay, so I returned to Tokyo, I guess. I don't remember much of this, but I remember I had to carry, like, I took the bus from Uchira back to Numazu Station, which then got me back to Tokyo and stuff. And the PTSD from the bus, I really didn't want to take it, but I tried to call a taxi and no one was willing to come out there. And the old lady at the hotel was so nice that she was just watching me, making sure I got like left safely. But yeah, that's when I locked in on my Japanese and talked to her. Anyways, yeah, the bus driver was so nice. Because my Suica card, the transit card, didn't work on the bus because it ran out of money. But I had cash on me, so I paid it, and I couldn't understand enough of what he was saying. So, but he helped me like sort out the stuff, and he was so nice, unlike the other bus drivers and taxi drivers who kind of hate their lives. Yeah, I guess I'm back at Akiba at this point, and this is the only picture that's not Love Live, which is, I always call this building the Steins Gate building, because this is where this took place. But I also wanted to mention that Love Live Bluebird was being advertised so much, and I heard, I was like trying to find a day where I can just listen to their debut song, and I still haven't listened to the whole thing, but I heard it a lot during like the final live and like during advertisements and stuff. They were just playing the song. Yeah, I guess they're really pushing it because this is a huge advertisement. Yeah, what's next? Okay, I guess this is the next day. I'm not sure what day we're on at this point, but this is in Nakano, and this was like my second to last day in the country, I think. I was walking through a bunch of places. The Mandarake, which is like a secondhand store, I never really found good stuff in them, or stuff I wanted, but I found this one, which was like idol and voice actor stuff, and they did have this stuff, and I found like a golden scar here. So these ones right here were just taped onto this little thing here, and I asked the lady this. Sorry for including you on my slideshow, lady. Didn't really realize that, but I asked this lady that if I could have them or if I can buy them, and she said yeah, so I just bought them. But there's nothing really else. This is all I bought. Okay, so there was also like some like Lashinbans, which is my favorite store, and some like other stores and whatever, which I think I vlogged. They're all in the vlog, and I didn't really find much else, I don't think. So then I went to Odaiba, which is where Nijigasaki takes place, and they had a Love Live Sunshine pop-up store. But when I walked in the store, I didn't know this, but this is where Nijigasaki actually takes place. And Odaiba, by the way. Wait, where is this? No, I think this is in Akiba. Oh, okay. I didn't have the images. I know I didn't include them. I don't know why, but by the way, they put these on the stairs just for this pop-up store, which is crazy. Oh yeah, the pop-up store. I was talking about that. Yeah, apparently you needed a reservation to to shop there. So when I was trying to, the guy told me to reserve, and then like I reserved the time, and then while I was doing it, the time passed, so I couldn't reserve that spot anymore. So I had to come back the next day. Anyways, I walked outside the mall because this is just a mall, and I looked at these stairs. I'm like, why does this look so familiar? And it turns out this is where Setsuna did her little performance. And by the way, what I was talking about earlier is the picture that I didn't include is behind me. Like, if you turn 180 degrees from these stairs, there's a giant Gundam, which isn't on my slideshow. I'll Google a picture of it. Unicorn Gundam is what it's called. This was just there. I don't know why I didn't include any pictures of it. But yeah, it was cool. I don't think it moved. It made a bunch of... Wait. Maybe it does move. He's in a different pose. I don't know. He was making a bunch of sounds and lighting up, but he never moved. But I guess he does move. Wait. No, it's a different guy. It's a completely different robot. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't move. Maybe he does. I'm not sure. Anyways, I don't know why I didn't include a picture of that because that was pretty cool. Moving on. Okay, so this was pretty late. The sun went down, and I wanted to stop by the Nijigasaki school. Just because I didn't realize it until I got here that this is where Nijigasaki took place. So yeah, this is Tokyo Big Sight, which is apparently a train station, but this is also where Comic Head takes place, I think. And when I went there the next day, they had like some sort of convention going on, and I just wanted to go in here to see Nijigasaki. Next is the Nijigasaki Bridge, also known as the Rainbow Bridge, which is this, which is pretty fun. Which you can also see the Statue of Liberty here, for some reason. And after I saw this, I looked if it was like anything Love Live referenced it, and they apparently did have a little illustration. I think this is like some tourism thing too. Anyways. Okay, the next day, obviously, so I didn't stay in Odaiba, so I went back here, and I checked in on K-Books to see if they had any new, like, restocks, and they restocked the Icon bromides, which I bought one of every single one. That wasn't too expensive. And then I went back to Odaiba. I'm like, well, I was sitting, like, here, and I'm like, where are some like Nijigasaki places I can go visit? And it was really hard to look for them for some reason. But the one I did find was literally this. I was sitting here and I found this. I'm like, that's exactly where I'm sitting. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What's next? Oh, so Odaiba. Odaiba I wanted to talk about because this is the fakest looking place I've ever been in my life. Like, do you look at, it doesn't look as like insane in the pictures, but in real life it literally looked like I was in a video game, because I was on like this giant bridge, and like there was not many people on the bridge either, so it felt like I was playing single player. And I looked out to the side and it just looks like the map, like, and like you can't, this is the map right here, and then this is like the modeled stuff, and then all the way back there is the PNGs. Like if you ever go out into like a free camera mode in like a game, the closer stuff is like, it's fully modeled. There's like an invisible barrier here, you can't get through here. And then if you like free camera through here, these stuff are modeled, these stuff are modeled, and then all the way back there, those are just like PNGs. Like that's what it felt like. This place did not feel real. It felt like North Korea, or like some, with how like superficial it felt. It felt like I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird feeling. Okay, so this is in the Tokyo Big Sight, aka the Nijigasaki School, and I found this place, these seats, which is where they were talking to Kasumi for the first time, having a little chat. Oh, okay. So I guess I didn't include any more like place or pictures of this place, but I did go inside there. I did vlog it, so you'll have to see it on the vlog. But yeah, so that's basically it. But I went back to the mall because my reservation was getting soon, and they had these cardboard cutouts which you could scan. It was like a scavenger hunt, and you got like a virtual little photo card. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I didn't include any pictures of the actual pop-up store. Can I... Well, I want to see if I can get a picture of it, because I can't believe I didn't... I don't think I even took many pictures there, I just recorded. That's probably why I didn't include any pictures. Live Sunshine... What was this mall called? Diver City, Tokyo. This is what it was, but I don't know if there's any pictures of it inside the store. No, there's not. Okay, I guess you'll just have to see it on the vlog. But, yeah, that's what that was. And then this was my last day in Japan. I ate ramen for breakfast because I was rushing this because this was my second last day in Japan and my last full day. And then this was my last day, unfortunately. This is my taxi ride back to the airport. This is me at the airport. And then, okay, this is after I got back home. And this is all the stuff I bought, which is, I don't even want to know how much this was. It was like thousands of dollars. There was so much stuff, and I recorded an in-depth video looking at everything I bought. But I haven't edited that yet, and I will, after I get done with editing the other vlogs. And what's next? And then, this is the last thing. These are just like, I gained so many of these little thingies. From buying stuff from like the animates and the gamers and stuff. And I bought so much stuff that they gave me so many of them. But yeah, I think that, here we go. I think that is the end of the slideshow. How long have we been streaming? Almost 2 hours. Man, my voice is gone. So, God, I'm choking my water. So yeah, that was my trip to Japan. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention in the stream. Yeah, okay, so what is the plan for the future? So I will be doing a summer anime of 2025 look through stream at some point. Let's see. Live chart. When do these actually come out? Okay, they came out literally a month ago, so I'm a month late to this. When do the fall ones come out? Fall ones are in October. Okay, so I will be a month late to the summer 2025 anime stuff. But that's fine. I'm not gonna look at that. I have it open on my screen, but anyways, so that's what you can look forward to for streams. I won't be returning to making full-length videos in the near future, or I guess this month, just because I have some stuff to sort out. But I have some I mean, like, I got the vlogs to, you know, I got the vlogs to edit, so that's the only full-length videos you'll see on my second channel. And I guess I'm gonna put out some shorts for this channel, but no full-length video, I say, videos anytime soon. But yeah, anyways, I think that's the end of the stream. Hopefully my audio was okay because I wasn't really looking that well. Anyways, thank you for coming. That was the 2025 birthday stream, and I hope this was a cool little look into my trip to Japan. I might do another one going like through the vlogs and like talking even more about some stuff, because I know there's probably stuff that I forgot and I probably want to talk about it more. But when I'm finished editing the vlogs, I'll look through some more photos that I didn't this time, and we can like look through the vlogs and, like, you know, all that stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching, and next stream sometime soon, I guess. I don't have any schedule, but yeah, sometime soon is one stream, and then maybe some other streams, I don't know. But yeah, see you.